Alright, everybody. I finally dragged somebody in the video tonight. So tonight we're going to be talking about top 3 restaurants, and I split it up into 2 different categories. One category being quick service, which is like a table counter walk up. So you'll walk up to the counter, order your food, they'll give you your food, you go pick a seat to sit down. And then the other category being table service, which is where you actually sit down and get served by a waiter. So we're going to start with quick service, and we're going to go 3 to 1. So my third is going to be the ABC Commissary, which I have no idea if I'm actually saying that right, so it's probably butchering it, at Hollywood Studios. And the reason for this is, number 1, they have my gluten-free chicken tenders, which is my favorite thing.
They are good, because I had some too.
Yeah, he usually orders them now because he thinks they're better than the actual chicken tenders.
I do believe that, yes.
And secondly, this is the only, or one of the only, I think it is the only, quick service that you can actually get a steak at, and it's pretty decent. I can't remember what you had. I think you had a chicken sandwich when we went there.
I can't remember. We ate so many places.
Yeah.
It was all pretty good. I mean, it wasn't... I don't think we had anything that was bad anywhere.
No.
I think
all Disney food is pretty good.
Right, I mean, some places are better than others, but...
Right. Do you have a third favorite? Or are you gonna go along with my list?
Yeah. I mean,
chime in at the end?
Yeah.
Alright. So, number 2 is going to be Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe at Magic Kingdom. There's a couple reasons for this. Number 1 is going to be the bar, the toppings bar. So they have the huge toppings bar that has pickles and mushrooms and like roasted mushrooms and roasted caramelized onions. They have like a bunch of different sauces. They have like a garlic aioli sauce and like a chipotle sauce. Yeah, and
all kinds of stuff. And
there's a couple of different stations too. So if like one's busy, you can kind of go to another one. And they have a lot to offer on the menu. We usually end up getting the grilled chicken sandwiches there, which have gluten-free rolls. You get yours on a regular roll.
Right.
And then they have the separate fryer for french fries, so I can have french fries there too. And then there's also Cosmic Ray, who's the alien guy that plays on the piano and does his little diddly. And they actually expanded this restaurant. They were working on it when I went in September. They added a little more outdoor area, and they made the bathrooms bigger. And then coming in at number 1, which you haven't eaten here yet, but I ate here last time I went, and that is Satuli Canteen in Pandora at Animal Kingdom. And this is hands down the best quick service in any of the parks. Like, it is so good. I keep like dreaming about the dish that I had. Everything on the menu is already... What are you laughing at, Banks?
I'm dreaming about a food dish.
Oh. It's food, I love food.
I know, it's just kind of funny.
So, everything on the menu is already allergen free, and this is like a rollout that they're trying to do of new menus to make everything already allergen free, so people who have allergies don't have to wait a long time for their dishes to be made. So that's super nice. I got the beef with the rice and the chimichurri sauce. The chimichurri sauce is awesome. There's a few different sauces, but everything's like a bowl. So you pick your protein, you pick your what your protein goes on, and then you pick your sauce. So there's different options to choose from. And then they also have the Bao Pod cheeseburger pods, which I heard were really good. I can't have those. And then
I'll have to try them for you.
Yeah. I did try the blueberry cheesecake, even though it's not technically gluten-free, just because there's a wafer on the bottom of it, but I picked off that wafer, and that is very delicious. Super good. So then we're going to go to top 3 table service. So coming in at number 3 is going to be Raglan Road at Disney Springs. We ended up going there twice when we went on our honeymoon in 2016 because it was so good. And I got it both times we went, is the fried fish because it's gluten-free. Their french fries are gluten-free. Their onion rings, they have a huge gluten-free menu because the batter they use is gluten-free. And the fish is super good. And you had a couple things, and I was able to try it because it's gluten-free, and both what he had was really good too.
I can't even remember what it was.
You got a chicken something the first time, and then the second time you had there was the beef, the pot roast.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And you said the pot roast was better than the chicken.
Yeah, it was.
But
I mean,
you said it was really
everything.
tender.
Yeah, everything we had. I mean, the pot roast you cut with a fork. It was really good. I remember the second time when we went in, we sat inside.
Yep.
And there were like these big chairs, right?
Yeah, because they have like the main room that has the dancers and stuff, and then this was like a room off to the side of it, kind of near the restrooms, and it was like kind of like a big foyer living room, and it had like a big fake fireplace and stuff, and these big chairs, and we were seated there, and it was really nice.
Yeah,
but you could still.
We had our honeymoon pins on.
Yeah.
Because they came out and gave us champagne and stuff.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
And both times we went, we were offered free stuff. So the first time we went, we got free dessert.
Yep.
And the second time, we went.
Cats are playing.
Yeah, playing. The second time we went, we got champagne with raspberries. They did offer us dessert too, but we declined because we were going to Ghirardelli.
Yeah, we told them that, and they said they totally agree.
Blame you, yeah.
We totally agree with you on that one.
Yes, and we went to Aaron McKenna's, which is a gluten-free vegan bakery.
Yeah, that's right. That's where the lady bought you a...
Yeah. Lady saw our buttons and ended up buying me a dessert, which is very nice.
Yep, that was awesome.
So number 2 is going to be a California Grill, which is on top of the Contemporary. This restaurant is like it's like more of a high-end restaurant. There used to be a direct...
Something we wouldn't go normally.
Normally, no. I would not spend this kind of money.
Right. It was our honeymoon, so.
Yeah, and it was the first
splurged,
night.
So.
Yeah. The first. You two, cut it out.
Hey! Nah! Go ahead.
Leave him alone.
Pinned down on the grates. The heat grates.
He just wants to play, but he plays too rough.
Well, Little's an old man. Play like that.
So anyway, so we went the first time for our honeymoon, and it was the first night, and I made the reservation specifically so we could watch Wishes from the top, and that was amazing.
That was awesome.
It was perfectly timed at the end of our meal too, so I ended up ordering the filet, which had it was a red onion risotto, and it was so good. Oh, we ordered those taco things too, and those are really good.
Yep.
And gluten-free, and they like specifically, when they bring everything to the table, they're like, this is your gluten-free, and they make sure everything's all set. Our waiter was amazing. And we ended up being next to these couple that go to Disney every year, and they were talking to us, and they had been going since they got married. Yep. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they took our picture and stuff.
Yeah. And you had the chicken dish, and you said that was really good. He didn't even know what was on it. Like, you know, it's fancy, and they have these fancy words, and we're like, I don't know.
She's like, what is that? I'm like, I have no idea.
But it's delicious.
But it was really good, so...
But I gave him a bite of my filet, and he didn't get the filet because it's $50. But he had a bite of my filet, and he said he'd definitely get that next time because it was so good. It melts in your mouth. You could cut it with a fork.
Yeah, it just fell right apart.
It was so amazing.
Really good.
And I ended up going again with my mom, and we both got the filet, and it was just as good as again. So
but the fireworks were really neat up there because they played music.
Yeah, streaming music in the restaurant and outside, so you can watch it. And you don't have to make a reservation for that time either. As long as you have a reservation for that day, you can bring your receipt back in and you can watch it from the observation deck. Or they have like a lounge area and you can watch it from there too.
Yep. We got a dessert there too.
Yeah, but he ate it before I came back from the bathroom. So
it wasn't gluten free.
It was gluten free. He said it was.
Oh, I guess I misunderstood. It was really good though.
And they gave it to us for free because it was our honeymoon. It was a creme brulee. And then coming in at number 1, which I think you'll agree with me on this one too, is the Hoop-Dee-Doo review.
Yeah.
Which is actually, it's a table service, but it's also dinner and a show. So, awesome. It's at Pioneer Hall, which is at Fort Wilderness. And this is, actually I just found this out, I thought it was just the longest running show at Disney. It's actually the longest running show, dinner show in America.
Really?
Yep. I just found that out. So...
It's not the same people though.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely, yeah, there's definitely a reason why it is the longest running dinner show in America. It's so good.
Yeah.
And the food is, like, just so good, which, I have heard you can get the same food at Trail's End, which is the restaurant right next door to it, but I think it's definitely worth the experience to pay to go and watch the show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a little bit different each time, too. So, and like during Christmas and stuff, they make it, with Christmas themes and stuff. But it's like this, like, super cheese ball, like, comedy show set in the Tennessee West, like Tennessee mountains, and it has really good music, and they're just hysterical.
Yeah, no, and the food is amazing.
Yeah, he couldn't get enough of the cornbread, and it's all you care to eat. So if you want more of something, they keep bringing it. Right. Plus, it's unlimited beer, sangria, and wine, and soda if you don't want to drink any of that.
Right.
So it's definitely worth the price, especially if you include the alcohol.
If you go, don't eat at all during the day.
Yeah. So I recommend don't eat.
Just eat there.
Yeah,
just eat there. Really good. And I told her, I said, every time we go to Florida, down to Disney, we're going there.
Yep.
That was my one request anytime we go down.
But before we even went in there, so this was one of his wedding gifts. It was this and Universal Studios tickets. So before we went in there, we were waiting in line to go in, and he's like, how much did this cost you? And I'm like, well, it was like $140 for both of us. And he was like, what? It cost that much?
I'm like, it better be really good chicken. Fried chicken for that price. And it's totally worth it. Yeah. I mean, the show, you factor in everything, the show, the food. It's really not that bad.
No.
I mean, it's all you can eat. You just eat.
Yep.
Have fun.
Yeah, and they also do, the chef came out and talked to me specifically before, as soon as we were sat down, he came out and talked. There was actually me and there was another girl that had a gluten allergy. Yep. And came out and talked to me and went over the whole menu with me, what I could have and couldn't have, and he actually specifically made me a different chicken, which was actually very, very good.
Yeah, I remember I tried that.
I just was so full that I didn't really eat much of it. But I got gluten-free cornbread to myself, and they brought my own butter out. And then...
Yeah, they kept everything right separate.
Yeah, the salad was so good. They make some dressing, is so good. And then there's ribs, corn, beans, and the fried chicken, and I could have all of that except for the fried chicken.
Was there mashed potatoes?
I don't think so, was there?
I want to say there was. I can't remember.
But you can request mac and cheese too. They don't bring it out, but you can request it.
Yeah.
So, but...
And I like the... it's not on your list or anything, but... when we went to the rainforest.
Yes, he likes the rainforest.
I like the part where you told him, I have a gluten allergy.
Yeah.
And they sent the chef right out, and he sat next to her and made out a meal, and he personally went back, cooked it, and brought it back out. So he was the only one that touched it. He was the only one that dealt with it. I mean, That's amazing. It's hard to find that around here.
Yeah.
I mean, just a gluten-free place is hard to find, let alone the chef actually coming out and dealing with you, working with you.
Yeah, and we've been twice now since I've had my gluten allergy.
Yep.
When I went down with Mom too, and both times the chef has come out and spoke with me, and he's like, "What do you want? I can make you anything." So.
Which is awesome.
The first time I had a chicken sandwich with a gluten-free roll.
Yep.
And then he personally brought everything out. I can't have the fries there because they cross-contaminate, but I think I got a salad or something.
Yep.
And then the second time, they have gluten-free pasta, so I got a pasta dish with like a garlic sauce and shrimp in it, and that was very, very good.
Is that when you went with your mom?
Yep. It was really good, actually.
Was it good?
Yeah, I think if we go again, I'll get that.
Yeah, there you go.
And any more other restaurants that were in your top 3 that aren't in mine?
I can't really think of any right now. I'm still full from dinner.
Yeah, I think ours are we pretty much have the same taste, so.
Right. You gonna make it?
No, I'm burping. My dinner's apparently coming back up.
Right? Must have been the Jeep ride.
Yeah. So anyways, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. So we will see you next time. Maybe I can talk him into another video. Yeah.
Depends on what we talk about.
Yeah. It was food, so we had to be in it, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I like food.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're going to talk about Jeeps and that type of stuff, I might be here.
Yeah.
Four-wheeling.
They don't have that in Disney. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is just Disney?
Dinosaur.
This is just Disney? This is all about Disney?
Yeah.
No, I'm out. See ya.
So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Again, now I'm a travel planner with Magical Vacation Planner, so if you need to contact me about anything to do with planning your next vacation, contact me at the links below. That's all my contact information, so if you need to get a hold of me for any reason, you can contact me at any of those links. So I hope you have a great night and have a magical day. Bye.
Don't forget the Jeeps!